welcome back to How I Stay with Babies series. I have been doing this, if you're new to my channel, I've been doing this for about 4 years and my oldest is 4. So really the whole life of this channel I've been having at least one baby to take care of, and I am filming this in COVID times, but normally my husband works outside the house and I am here by myself, myself and I, and I'm not really fortunate enough to have, you know, regular, I'm going to call it help, whether that be another family member or daycare or just another form of childcare. So it's me, myself, and I with the kiddos in normal times. And how have I been able to do this? Well, the majority of my sewing has been done in like 5-minute little spurts here and there. So throughout the day, you know, I sort of think of this as juggling, and I will get into this more in a later video, but I think of motherhood as juggling. And basically, you know, you juggle the chores and the needs of the kiddos and the needs of yourself and keeping up with everything, and then in between that, you'll find these little 5 minutes or 10 minutes of where you can say, hey, you play on the floor with your toys, or you play in your jumper, or you sit in a high chair and enjoy a mashed banana, and I'm going to do 5 or 10 minutes of sewing. And that really does add up. So the turtle wins the race, one stitch at a time. It's all those little phrases that I love that's really how my garments get created, and it becomes a lifestyle. I know I sound a little crazy about that, and if you're just getting into this and you're like, I want to do 1 or 2 garments a year, it's not going to be that much of a lifestyle for you. I live and breathe this stuff, and any chance that I'm like, I mean, I spend time with my kids, I spend time with my husband, you know, I enjoy all of them. I love them to pieces. I love being a mother. But for me, this is my happy place. Not to say that they aren't. I feel like it's so difficult when women try to work, right? We're always like, oh, but I love my babies, but I still want to do something for myself. It's such a, you don't generally see them tongue-tied like this when they're like, yeah, I need to go to work, or I want to go to work, or I want to do this hobby. They still love their children, and we still love ours, and that's all good, well, and dandy. I think y'all know what I'm trying to say. So throughout the day, you'll have these 5 minutes of empty time that pop up. Don't go on social media, at least not every chance that you get. You know, endless scrolling for those 5 minutes until you hear a thud is not going to benefit you, or until the next thing that you have to do. That's not really going to benefit you. Maybe you go on once a day, and then the other little, you know, 5-minute increments that pop up throughout the day, spend that time sewing. And my little one just woke up, but I will say very quickly, frustration is when your reality does not meet your expectation. I have learned this through motherhood. You learn so many lessons, right? If you are open to it, your children teach you so much. And one of the things that they have taught me is frustration. When you're frustrated with your children of not being able to sit down and sew for, you know, an hour without being interrupted, if the idea of sewing 5 minutes at a time you would think you'd be frustrated, what I'm trying to convey to you is that adjust your expectation, adjust what you think your reality should be, because right now, when you've got little ones, your reality, at least if you've got the deck of cards that I've been dealt, you know, if we're in a similar situation of not having outside childcare, then your reality is 5 minutes at a time. So just look at that. Just like be like, yeah, I'm happy for 5 minutes. We got some progress going, and now we're going to lunch. Or now we're on to nap time. And another 5 minutes will come along, and this will get done. And then you won't be frustrated. So I hope this is helpful. I have other videos within this series over here. And if you have any questions, of course, put them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. And as always, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope to catch y'all next time.